Hello, you beautiful soul. So today I would like to share my story with healing my depression and anxiety. So I can say that most of my life I have been living in my head. I have been quite an overthinker and have been dealing with a lot of mind loops, as I like to call it. The best way to explain this is that my mind, you could have a perfect day where 95% of the things will happen exactly ideally, but there's this 5% that didn't happen the way you desired. And in my situation, it was partially about, or mainly about health. I would do 95% right, and then I had a 5% of, let's say, bad food or bad eating. And that would keep spinning in my head and creating negative mind loops. Another big piece of my anxiety and depression was coming from negative environment. I was speaking with people who have been having cancers, have been sick, and I also lost a lot of family members in 1 year, so it was quite a shocking. And my mind was just holding on to that. It was like, oh, life is very fragile, and it's very easy to lose it. So that was what's going on in my head, and I was living a lot in fear. But when it comes to my depression and anxiety, it was coming from the physical situation in my body. I was dealing with Epstein-Barr, which is a virus that causes a lot of cancers. And I didn't know this for a long time. I also had migraines when I was a kid, which is a direction that they're supposed to be, or they could be, heavy metals in the body, which is primarily food together with eggs and dairy products for these viruses and bacteria in the body. So for the next 20 years, my body was just in this state of providing these foods for the viruses and bacteria in my body to multiply and grow. So my health was going down, and I was feeling fatigue. I was losing my energy, my strength, and I felt that my immune system is fighting and it's not having enough support. I was struggling with a lot of infections, lung infections, teeth infections, sinus infections, and ear infections, and all that was just a sign of a weak immune system. I was losing weight rapidly, so I started going to the gym and I was eating eggs every day. I was drinking coffee and eating eggs every day. And during this period of time, which was in Asia at that time, I started really losing my energy, my power, and I was there were moments where I couldn't get out of bed, and my health was getting worse. So that was the time where my mind was really spinning and being in fear. On top of that, I went through a separation in relationship, so there was another hit on top of everything. And at this time, after the separation, I flew to Colombia, and I realized I'm financially secure. I had next 5 years prepaid, so I could do anything I wanted. I had all the freedom in the world. I could travel, no need for work, and I was miserable. So that by itself add the pressure on myself that how come with all this great success, as people call it, why I cannot be happy. So here I am in Colombia, having 5 years prepaid. I have all the freedom I wanted. I could do whatever I wanted, and I'm not happy. So I'm standing on this balcony, and knowing that my physical body is in struggles, so digestive issues, the fatigue, I really wanted to give up. So I was standing on the balcony, and I'm thinking I'm going to jump because I don't want to live another year like this. And what happened is at the moment, I got a moment of clarity where I said, okay, what does work with this? Because I felt my main issue is my head. So what I realized is, okay, let's, people speak about yoga and meditation. I never did any of that. So I was like, let me try for a month meditation and yoga, and let's see if that tool helps. Month and a half into yoga and meditation in Colombia, I couldn't recognize the difference. I started feeling the effects, and I was like, whoa, this is something that really supports me and helps. So now it has been around 7 years since then, and I have been doing yoga every morning, and I keep it as a practice for my brain, because I want my brain, my mind to work for me, not to work against me. So that's my reasoning for why I'm still sticking with yoga. In the beginning, as a man and as someone who has always been doing some adrenaline sports and workouts in gym, I felt that yoga is not for me. Yoga is not for men. So I was ashamed. I didn't tell anybody. For a year, I was just hiding my practice. And after I really seen the full-on effects, I was like, well, I have to share this with other people, because maybe there are other men that don't feel like this could be anything for them, and they might need it so much. And I couldn't understand why is it that yoga, which is a set of movements which I have done all my life, that I was always active, how could that be that that moment, that type of specific movements has such a tremendous effect on my mind, and how could that change the wiring in my brain? I still don't understand. I don't think I have to understand, but I know that this tool works, and that's why I'm keeping it for my daily practice in my life. So when I worked through my mind and I was able to find a hope and a positive approach to life, I was then able to discover that the origins of the depression were coming from the physical body, from the Epstein Barr affecting my nervous system. So then I started detoxing and working with that, which helped another level, another layer to keep me in a healthy state of mind and get me out of these complete mind loops and the fatigue that was alongside the digestive issues and all the other stuff that was coming with it. My immune system improved and it has been 5-7 years from then, and I have been doing great, and I'm very thankful for that, for those tools in my life.